Hey everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot, and today is a reading for anyone who needs it, okay? It's going to be an SOS reading for anyone, impromptu reading for anyone who needs the reading today. And as always, I'm going to start with channeled messages, which may let you know if the reading is for you or not. And even if you don't get a channeled message, parts of the reading may still be for you, and indeed maybe a large majority, okay? But the channeled messages are a way to let people know, like, really pay attention, because something is going to come through for you here that you need to know, all right? And for those of you that would like to follow me on OnlyFans, I do have an OnlyFans as well, and my link to that is in the description box below. I've just been kind of doing my own thing over there and doing some 18+ readings over there, and I will do more here too on this channel, just in case for those of you who are curious. We just have to be a little bit careful about what we say on YouTube, okay? So if you'd like to join me over there, you certainly can. Also, I've been like way more active on TikTok, and I'm putting up a lot of content there, and I'll probably be going live on TikTok at some point too, to do, you know, like readings for people on TikTok, okay? So follow me over there if you'd like, and there's a link in my description box below to that. And we will have an extended reading here too for those of you that would like to continue on with this message, and there'll be a link to my Vimeo channel below, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Also, everybody, just keep an eye out for scammers. There's a ton of scammers on YouTube and on Instagram pretending to be readers. If you received a friend request from me, it's likely a scammer. My link to my Instagram profile is in my description box below, okay? And I'll never ask you for a reading. I'll never solicit a reading from you. I'll never, ask you for a picture of your palm and then tell you to send me money. I will never ever do that, okay? Let's go ahead. It's 222 at the start of this collective reading. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the energy of the collective that will be watching this reading today. And what can you give me for this collective, okay? Spirit is telling me, like, Mambo number 5. Do you guys remember that song from back in the day? Isn't that a dance as well? Maybe some of you dance, or you know that song, or you like it. Spirit's also like telling me Mumbai. So somebody here might be from India. Maybe you are, maybe this person is, or you have a connection there. What else here for pile number 1? I just heard Metamucil. I forget what that's for anyway, but Spirit's really going for it with the M names here. Okay, I heard martial arts too. For those of you that practice martial arts, or the person that you're dealing with, if they practice martial arts, or you have like a close family member that does, Spirit is giving me that. What else here? I just heard Liverpool, England. Okay, for those of my viewers who are in the UK, I believe this is a sign for you, or maybe you have a connection there, or like a family heritage there. Let's see what else. What else, please? Okay, I just heard something about aromatherapy. Maybe some of you have some aromatherapy going on in your environment or in your house right now, or you were just thinking of doing that. Okay. Spirit is telling me something about coconut, or like, I don't know, can you do aromatherapy with coconut? Like the coconut smell, all right? Coconut water too. All right, let's go ahead and see what else here for channeled messages. Okay, I feel like some of you have an old computer that you need to replace, or it's gotten really old and you're like, should I get a new one as well here? It's like on its last leg. All right, let's go ahead and see what else here for the viewer. Okay, I just heard something about like this is a very weird topic, but like a mercy killing. I don't even really know what that is, pile number 1. Maybe you were watching something on TV about that. You know, some people have that as a thing, like their right to go when they want to go. Maybe someone in your life did that or felt they wanted to go. I was going to call you pile number 1, but viewer, I don't even know what that is, okay? Or something about mercenaries. I don't even really right, when I'm channeling, I can't think of anything, all right, other than what I'm getting, like what's being fed to me. Let's see what else. Anything else here for the viewer? Okay, I just heard pretending to be free. So somebody is like pretending to be free or pretending that they're free, but they're not, or they don't feel they are for whatever reason, okay? But interesting channeled messages, like pretending that I'm free. Maybe you guys were pretending to someone that you were free, like you were able to go out, but actually you're not. I used to do that when I was younger, like be like, oh yeah, you know, I can do something. It's the curse of the Libra rising, okay? Anyway, but let's go ahead and find out, what does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know, Spirit, about their connection? What does the collective need to know here? What does the collective need to know? Okay, the King of Wands. Actually, I just did a collective on my other channel, Light of Ascension Tarot, and the King of Wands was the first thing to come out. So maybe some of you saw that and you're here again. And we're still talking about this King of Wands. But Spirit wanting to talk about a fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or somebody that particularly that has Sagittarius in their chart. And yeah, I feel like this King of Wands is a little frustrated here, or a little bent out of shape for some reason, okay? But let's go ahead and get some more information. Let's get some more information. What's going on for the collective, please? Nine of Swords. Yeah. I feel like there's someone here who normally like gets what they want when it comes to connections. But in this situation, or maybe, you know, someone here is very, very confident most of the time, or has a tendency to get what they want when it comes to people or connections. But in this situation, I feel like someone's off their game a little bit here and is quite worried about, you know, what this all means, you know. And there could have been like a little flash of temper or words said as well, or some type of impatience that was shown here. But let's see what else. I feel like you guys asking yourself, like, am I just being impatient with myself and overreacting over nothing? But let's go ahead and see. Let's see what else here for the viewer. We have the Magician. I mean, I feel like here, Spirit is saying, instead of worrying about trying to control this situation and worrying about where it's going to go, try to like switch your attention if you can, or try to like change your perspective or switch your attention if you can do that, okay? And yeah, with the Magician here, I feel like this person has kind of gone from directly pursuing you or directly communicating with you and, you know, being very kind of straightforward like the King of Wands is. And they've kind of gone over to Magician territory now, where they're acting like non-committal, or they're acting kind of flighty, or they're just not maybe acting like they were acting in the past, okay, is what I'm getting here too. Let's go ahead and see what else here for the viewer. What else here? I just heard Bobby Christina, which I think was the, I think she was the child of Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown, wasn't she? Or maybe those names are important here for some reason. Bobby can be a girl name too, like B-O-B-B-I, Bobby, like that type of thing. But anyway, let's get another. We have Two of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like you guys are hoping that it's just all in your head and there's not really like a reason to worry here, because this person in the past has been straightforward, or when you've taken action on this, they've been responsive to it. So I feel like you're wondering, like, am I taking this too far? Am I overreacting here? Should I be less concerned? And, you know, because I feel like there is a cool connection between you and this person. And, you know, I just heard the saying, like, everything everything is coming up roses. You know what I mean? Do you guys know that saying? Like everything's coming up roses. Roses may have rose, or roses may have something to do with this. But I feel like in the past it was pretty good here with the Two of Cups and Ten of Pentacles. And it really looked like this connection had long-term potential. And I feel like you're kind of thinking like, am I worried about this too much? Are we just in, is it just the mood that this person was in? Was it just a fluke? Okay. Or is this, you know, indicative of something more, like something really being off here? Okay. And I do feel like, you know, both of you were seeing a potential here for a, you know, more long-term connection. Someone here can have children as well in this connection, at least one child. This child is funny because it looks like he or she is kind of like pulling, like if one of you has a dog and they like to like pull the tail. I know that's not good. That is not good. And they need to be taught not to do that to an animal. Okay. But if you have some, like a kiddo that is learning, you know, how to, because kids don't know. A lot of times with dogs, you have to kind of show them, like you don't handle them that way. Anyway, side note, I feel like the connection is very healing for both of you in a lot of ways. And I feel like it definitely feels magical at times, and dynamic and healing and stable, you know, with the Ten of Pentacles. And, you know, and I feel like I just heard a promise of a new day. So maybe you're just thinking, I'm just like going crazy over nothing. Like we have a really good connection. Everything will be fine. Let's go ahead and see. Is there anything else here? Spirit, can you tell me what is really going on here? What's going on here with the King of Wands? What is really going on here? What is really going on here, please? Death, okay. Well, we could have a Scorpio in this situation, Sagittarius or Scorpio. But more importantly, I mean, they're not, I feel like they are giving you vibes though, that something has changed here. You know, I feel like, and like the air shifted, you know, like when it's like a really nice day out and then all of a sudden it's beautiful and the sun's shining, and then all of a sudden there's like a cold draft and then it becomes cold, you know, that type of thing. I do feel like something this person has done has like, you know, I feel I'm getting the word like change the expectations that around this connection. I feel like this person has changed something. Okay, but let's see what it is. Let's see, what else can you tell me? What else can you tell me? Ace of Swords. They'd like to change the way that, you know, you two communicate is what I feel. I do feel like they're going to tell you about what this is. Also, some of them could be going through something within themselves that hasn't been easy to deal with. Maybe it's a health issue, haven't been feeling well. But I just feel like this person went from being like straightforward and outgoing and pursuing the connection to kind of like, you know, not really, like dead on arrival type of thing with death here. And I do feel like they want to talk to you about this and clear the air here with the Ace of Swords. Let's see. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups, the Hangman, and the Page of Swords. Okay. And I do think there's an elephant in the room here with the Hangman in between the Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords. Like there is. And again, with the Knight of Cups in the tarot is a Scorpio. So I'm getting more, you know, energy of somebody being a water sign or a Scorpio here too. And I feel like this person, when it comes, like they are outgoing and they do have qualities about them that are outgoing. They could be a fire sign. But I feel like when it comes to sharing their feelings, sometimes this person doesn't really know what to say, okay? And I feel like with the Page of Swords here, you are, you know, like really trying to understand and go back and forth in your head and think about, did I say anything here? I feel like you're kind of with the Nine of Swords and the Page of Swords, you're going back into conversations or things you've said to one another and being like, did I do anything wrong here? Or did I say something wrong? And I do feel like this person, you know, wants to talk here, viewer, with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords. I mean, I do feel like they want to talk about something here. But I feel like what you're trying to figure out is this a good thing or not? Because I am getting this kind of like knot in my stomach or this feeling of uneasiness, right? Because the Hangman, I mean, it's great if you want to like smoke and daydream and just relax and chill and dream and, you know, create art and just kind of meditate and be in your own space. I mean, it's a lovely energy for that, but it's not the greatest. And I feel like maybe with the Two of Cups here, you guys had some of that energy, that healing kind of energy in your connection. But, you know, it's like, whoa, ho, it's magic, right? With the Magician. But I feel like here with the Hangman in between you guys, it's like, okay, there's a lot that's not been said. And, you know, there's a lot of things, a lot of questions that remain like kind of in the air, quote unquote, in the air, if you will. And I think it's a matter of them not having feelings, but not having a hard time expressing themselves. And I think in the past, when they were with people with death here, this could have caused great, you know, problems in their relationships in the past. Especially if they didn't tell the truth about something with death and the Ace of Swords. I do feel like that maybe was a problem in the past that they've had. And so they have a hard time expressing their feelings at times here. They do have deep feelings though, I feel like, viewer. There's just a big distance between you and them with this Hangman. And what's the elephant in the room here that needs to be addressed? What's the elephant in the room here that needs to be addressed? Why the Hangman? Why the Hangman, Spirit? Why the Hangman? Why the Hangman? Why the Hangman? The Queen of Cups. I was going to say like something about feelings and where someone's at on something emotionally here, but let's go ahead and see. Why the Hangman? Why the Hangman? Somebody like having feelings, but not really knowing what to do with them, or not knowing how, like feeling embarrassed maybe at times to show their feelings. But again, we have the Ace. We have the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. I feel like there are deep feelings here. There's a psychic connection and deep feelings between you and this person. And it's a very, you know, passionate connection here as well with the Ace of Wands. And with this Ace of Wands here, I feel like someone did maybe try to talk to someone. And I feel like the other person wasn't ready to talk. You know what I mean? They were still like sitting on their feelings with this Queen of Cups. I do feel like somebody tried to reach out or talk to the other person or make a move towards saying something or doing something. And I feel like the other person was just kind of, you know, like not sure or still needing time to digest their feelings here. What else? Why is the Hangman here, Spirit? Why is the Hangman here? Why is the Hangman here? The Queen of Wands. Oh boy. Well, okay, so the King and Queen of Wands are a match, of course, in the tarot. There could definitely be two people here. And maybe that's something that you've been worried about, viewer, is, you know, is this person with someone else? Like, it started off so good. Why do I feel like now things have changed? I'm not talking to them as much as I used to. Now it just seems like maybe it feels like sometimes you feel like this person is reaching out to you just because they have to, or it's the right thing to do, but you don't really feel them taking any action. And I don't think this is fair to you, viewer, because I think it has been very confusing. And I do think it's time to have an honest dialogue about this, okay? There could be a water sign here or and a fire sign, female. We could have the Queen of Cups in the tarot is a Cancer, and the Queen of Wands in the tarot is an Aries, but I oftentimes think of the Queen of Wands as a Leo too, okay? But I mean, there definitely is, and someone is trying to take action or spark something up with almost like, I feel like someone that they had feelings for in the past, or somebody that they still feel a physical attraction towards, okay? And I think that's very confusing for you, viewer, because I mean, I think this connection was going well, and I think it was, you know, I think it was nice, you know, I think it was a nice connection. And I feel like you've tried to talk to this person and see what's going on. I also feel like they've tried to talk to someone else about what's going on with you too, or somebody that they could still be holding on to feelings for, or that person is still having feelings for them, okay? And I do feel like sometimes with your person, they, like I said, they have a hard time, you know, sometimes coming forward with the truth for like fear of hurting someone or fear of saying the wrong thing, you know, and so I feel like they try to make up for that by still like sharing their energy, by still coming to see you, or, you know, wanting to see you or talk to you, or telling you that they still have feelings for you. But it's like, okay, what's really going on here? So I do feel like there could be two people involved. For those of you where that resonates, you know, take it times a million. Maybe you already even know that there is someone from this person's past, all right, that they were with before in the past, that there's still some feelings there, okay? But let's go ahead and see what's causing the Hangman, please. What's causing the Hangman? Page of Pentacles, that's a lot of court cards. All right, and I feel like you guys are trying to study this situation very carefully and determine like a rational and practical way to kind of look at this. And, you know, I feel like maybe there's a part of you that's saying, well, maybe I was just too passionate and like running for, you know, like, we're going to be together forever. This is so amazing. Yeah. You know, like this type of thing with the Magician, the Two of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles is just like, whoa, like we're going to be together. You know, the Magician is like beginning energy. It's like the start of something. And maybe you're sitting here examining it now and you're thinking like, was I too gung-ho, or did I jump into this too fast, like mentally, and kind of fuck myself? You know what I mean? And so I feel like you guys are trying to look at this situation from a very rational perspective and like a cost benefit analysis, okay? I also feel like this person that you've been dealing with is looking at this situation from a cost benefit analysis. You know what I mean? Which is kind of like, if I put this energy into this, like, what do I get type of thing, which is kind of a, you know, I mean, I get it. If you don't want to be investing energy into something that isn't going to work and there's someone else who it may work with, I get it. But at the same time, it's kind of, you know, overly rational. I do think this person is thinking about like, you know, what's the cost benefit analysis here? What can I get out of this? Or what could I get out of that? Okay. And thinking about like on a rational perspective, how can I make both of these things work? Okay. but let's go ahead and see what's the reason for the Hangman. We have the Empress. The Empress was actually on the bottom of the deck. I just, Justice is now, which are both, the Empress is Venus and Justice is Libra on the bottom of the deck here, which is telling me a decision does need to be made. But I feel like right now we're kind of in no man's land in this connection. It's a very frustrating no man's land. You know what I mean? It's like we're in a country without a name here. Like we don't know, we don't know what's behind, we may be able to see what's behind door number 1, but do we know what's behind door number 10, 11, 12, like that type of thing? And, I feel like with the Hangman in the middle of you two here, it's just not clear. You know what I mean? The relationship itself is just not very clear. And maybe because it was a newer thing or it's just getting established here, and there were like great ideas about how it would progress and be really great type of thing. But I just feel like the relationship isn't clearly defined. And I feel like this person is, heavily leaning towards, if there's two people here, they're heavily leaning towards the one that they talk to the most and express their feelings to the most. Do you know who that is in the connection? Like, do they have a friend that was an ex that they still talk to? Is there some scenario going on like that? Do they have a child? What about the mother of their child? Okay. Or the father of their child. You know what I mean? And I feel like you guys are very unhappy with this in a lot of ways, viewer, because you feel this person has made some incorrect assumptions about you. Someone here may even be accusing someone else of like being a gold digger or just wanting like someone's money is also what I'm getting with the 10 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles looking at the Empress here. Like somebody just wants me physically or just wants my money. I'm getting kind of more of that energy. And I feel like that really pisses you off, viewer, because I feel like you're good. You know what I mean? You're coming through as the Empress. So I feel like you guys are, you're really good. I feel like this person with the Magician was saying like, we'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? I'll try this with the viewer and see how this thing goes. All right. And so they met with you and connected with you with this 2 of Cups, or they had, relations with you, whatever you want to say. And I feel like you were thinking, yeah, this is really good. This is kind of like what I've always wanted. I wanted this type of family or this type of connection or stability. Okay. And, I feel like this really pisses you off that this person thinks that you think it's about that, because it's not, and like money or whatever. And I feel like they're making an excuse about it as well. Like I feel they may use that as an excuse. The truth of the matter is, on the bottom of the deck with the 4 of Cups, I feel like, and I hate to say this, viewer, but you guys know I have to be honest in my readings. I feel like this person their problem is that it's like they just don't want this. You know what I mean? Like there's something about them that doesn't want this. And we can see the 6 of Cups here with the 7 of Cups. So maybe they were thinking about, should they reconcile with someone else from their past, and they weren't sure what to do. So they started a new love relationship with someone, Ace of Cups. But then, 2 of Swords, they became unsure of what to do. And look at this. The King of Cups, wouldn't you know it, is right there. And I do feel like we have the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands and the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So I do feel like this person is a different person when they are with you versus when they're with this other person, or they feel like changed here. Like they communicate differently, they talk differently, they, you know, they have a different level of emotion. They're less, they're more like comfortable is what I'm getting here too with the Four of Swords and the King of Cups. Like they're quite comfortable in this connection with this Queen of Cups. And, you know, I feel like this person is sometimes like, hey, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Or if they get comfortable in a situation, it's easy for them to just like set it and forget it. You know what I mean? And I do feel with death here, this person is trying to like emotionally move forward and move on from something. And I feel like it was quote unquote like a good idea. They were thinking of it as a good idea. But the thing that pisses me off, viewer, is that, you know, like you're not somebody's experiment. You know what I mean? To like see if they're over someone, or to, you know what I mean? Or to cause an end to a prior relationship because they're like, oh, maybe I'm too comfortable in this connection, or it doesn't work anymore, or whatever. Or just to kind of like move forward on something only for them to backtrack. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is what's making me mad right now, because you're not anybody's science experiment or anybody like, you know, you're coming through as the Empress, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So you're very sharp. I feel like some of you already kind of know what's going on here, or you're getting like a whiff of it. And I feel like this person knows that they need to come clean with you here with the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Cups. They need to come clean with you, all right? And Spirit just wants to remind you guys that, you know, I don't care how confident or pompous or how good someone looks with the Six of Wands or whatever. Like, I don't care. I feel like, you know, actions speak louder than words. And, you know, I feel like you guys may cut this person's ego down and put an end to it and move on. I gotta be honest. With the Six of Wands and Justice, I feel like you guys might just cut this person's ego in half, and with the World, you know, dance off into the oblivion, and then tell yourself like, haha, I knew I could do it. Okay. I kind of feel like that is where this whole thing is kind of heading, viewer. And let's go ahead and let's get some more information here, okay? We're going to get a little bit more information about the connection here. We'll use my Yin Yang Oracle by Lilith Designs. I found her on Etsy. Anyway, I found this deck on there, and I like it because it's like spiritual, but also relation. Anyway, you guys don't need to know. Well, I just like her deck, and I like the fact that it's Lilith, you know, like Goddess Lilith, or Demon Lilith, however you want to refer to her as. Spirit, can you tell me more information not for pile number one, but for the viewer here on what is happening? Okay. We have distance, retreat, or timeout, okay? So it's not all in your head. It's not, and sometimes that's just like comforting to hear too, like, you know, because the Nine of Swords is really like, am I making too much of this, or there is distance, and this person has, you know, pulled their energy back, okay, viewer? Like, it's not your imagination. And with the Magician here, you may be thinking of like, well, how can I bring it back, right? Or was it something that I did? Or, you know, it's like, I don't know where the magic's gone type of thing. Or let's bring back the magic. But let's see what else here. Let's see what else here for the viewer. What else here for the viewer? I mean, I also feel like maybe you think that, you know, the thing is, viewer, I feel like this is not like your fight. Do you know what I mean? And maybe you are trying to do some spell work around it for some of you, or you're really getting in your head about it and trying to figure out what you can do here. But I feel like it's it's not you, it's them is what I'm feeling, okay? So don't put a lot of pressure on yourself to like do all these maneuvers to try to figure out what's going on here. But let's see what else here for the viewer. We have cycles and completion. Yeah, I mean, the World card was here right under justice, right? And, you know, change is on its way. And if you notice here, the butterfly is over her mouth and it says change on it. You know what I mean? So there are things, and not just, you know, for them, viewer, but for you to tell this person, you are also the death card here and the Ace of Swords, because you do need to kind of tell this person how you feel and be like, hey, if you don't feel the same way, like I'm out and I need you to come, you know, I need you to kind of come correct here. I almost said come corrupt, but anyway, right? Like you're like, I don't need you to come corrupt or be confusing or whatever, or throw, you know, magic pixie dust over my face here. I need you to kind of like own up to the energy that has been going on here. All right. And I feel like you guys know you need to put an end to this distance, coming back, retreating and time out and all this thing, because you're really looking for your wish fulfillment here on the bottom of the deck. And I do think these types of connections, or this type of connection, or this connection in particular, is not great for your own wish fulfillment. You know what I mean? And with the Empress here, I feel like you're better than this, okay? You're better than this. And, you know, it's like no shade, whatever. Like this person is just not for me. And maybe that's something you guys will end up saying from like a rational perspective. Like, hey, you know, like no shade or whatever. I did have feelings for you, but like, it's nothing on me. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm going to do what's right for me and you do what's right for you, you know, type of thing here. Let's see what else. What else? Another card here for the viewer, please. Another card here for the viewer. We have truth and expression. Yeah, you guys, your eyes are looking pretty over it. Okay, like you're sick of the cycle, and this person is a little worried about telling you the truth, okay? And Spirit just said Jamaica, India, and Asia. So maybe someone here has those kinds of backgrounds, like Jamaica, India, or Asia. That's in a song too, I believe. I can't think of it right now, but like those lyrics. But anyway, I feel like you're like, yeah, I've been, you know, I've been waiting for you to come out with this for quite a while, and I'm sick of it and I'm bored of it. And I feel like this person just really doesn't want to say what needs to be said here, but it's like they know they have to, okay? And, you know, there's annoyance in your eyes, and there's pain and struggle in their eyes, you know, type of thing, or worry about expressing something to you. And I feel like you guys are like, just give me the truth at this point, okay? Let's get another card. We have renewal and spark. Yeah, I mean, I feel like what Spirit is saying here is there seems to be an energy of ending and coming back, and then sparking up this connection again, or renewing this connection again, because there is a spark between you two, okay? You know, and I think this person likes who they are when they're with you. They feel very empowered, like the King of Wands. They feel like a winner in life, okay? Because you're coming through as the Queen of Wands and the Empress. But they're just not, you know, they're just comfortable in another dynamic is kind of what I'm feeling here, even though I feel you guys are a good complement to this person, and I do feel there is a spark between both of you, okay? And I don't think that's a lie, and I don't think there's any shame in saying that or admitting it or knowing it. You know what I mean? And it's straight up 3 o'clock on my clock right now. We're going to take it to the extended reading next, viewer. For those of you that would like to continue on with me, we will definitely have an extended reading here too. Let's get one more card here as we close the reading. Okay, one more card here for the viewer. One more card here for the viewer. You know, of course, the most complicated situation would come up for me to read. I feel like I never am reading like, you know, uncomplicated situations. But anyway, I mean, that's what tarot is, right? Because it's like something's complicated. I don't know what's going on here. Like, help me with it, right? And we have fear. So I do think this person has a fear with death here, and the Ace of Swords has a fear of kind of telling you the truth or telling you what they're feeling or what's going on. And the thing is, viewer, is I feel like this fear, however, is being like projected to you with the Nine of Swords, okay? And what's the saying? Like, there's nothing to fear but fear itself, right? I think with clear communication and honesty, or just like somebody telling their truth here, like, it may not feel great, but at the same time, it's going to take you out of that anxiety feeling of the Nine of Swords, okay? And I actually feel like this person with death actually has way bigger fears about something in their life. I'm not to say that yours are small here, but I mean, what I'm saying is they have enough fear for the both of you about telling you something or expressing something to you. And maybe you can feel that intuitively, viewer, in some way, and it's causing an anxiety in you, okay? And that's why I think you want to get to the bottom of things here with the Page of Swords and understand what's going on. So viewer, we are going to take it to the extended reading next, and we're going to get more information on this situation and what you can expect from it, what's coming next, and whatever spirit would like to bring forward. There's a link in my description box below. Thank you so much. I hope that was helpful for you, and take care.